The Dreadwolf rises. The team faces Elgar'nan in a final battle, but the Dreadwolf has his own plan in mind. Start quest. Here we go, man. Oh, it's all led to this. Not just this game, but a decade of previous Dragon Age games.
Bad news, everyone. Elgar'nan's forces are gathering outside.
They mean to prevent you from reaching their master.
Our people will set up barricades, and we'll hold the enemy as long as we can. You need to start climbing. One of us should help.
I'm going with Rook. I want payback. I'll tear Elgar'nan from the city myself.
You go to face a guard, Rook, but any aid you might spare would be welcomed.
The forces defending the Divine's Manor are in excellent shape and will be fighting hard. Companions who have experience fighting in frontline combat or sieges have a better chance to succeed. I mean, I feel like that's Tarsh again. We chose Tarsh for the fight against the big old stony boy, and that worked. They are definitely a frontline fighter, like... Yeah. I feel like that's gotta be... Out of these options, if Davrin was here, then, like, Davrin might also be a good one, but with Davrin not here, with Davrin a little bit dead, I think it's gotta be Tarsh.
Tarsh, you up for it? Yup. We'll be cheering for you, Rook. All my best.
Okay. Ah, I see. Okay. Never remains affected by the blight and will fight separately. Alright. Tarsh will remain below to hold the line. And Davrin is fucking dead. So you know what that means? That is right. It is the new Dream Team. Emmerich, Harding. Let's go kill God. You got this, Tarsh. Jesus Christ. Yeah. You got this. Oh, yeah. That's my fucking squad right there. We almost at the top. No. I swear to God, if Nev dies now, after all of this... Man, look at Solas go.
It's fine. There's got to be another way there.
Bro truly is the dreadest wolf. Dreadier than all other wolves. Hello!
Take him down.
The Dreadwolf rises. What a quest name. Hey, look at him go. He just rose up into the air right there. Quest complete.
Trust in them as they have trusted in us.
Hooray! It's just what I always wanted. Flame branch plus 10. Are we jumping down there? No, we're not. No. Almost took a leap of faith there. Wouldn't have had much faith at the end of it. Whoa. Hey, Inquisitor, I didn't know you were a fucking furry.
Solas and the Archdemon have been fighting for some time.
And until Solas kills it, Elgar'nan can't be killed. Solas knows that as well as we do. He might betray us after, but he'll do whatever it takes to stop Elgar'nan.
Well, that's all right then. That is a big old fucking blight boil thing right there. Whoa. Rook? Jesus. Like, that is... I want to pop that fucking zit so bad. Hello. Watching. Who's next? Okay, buddy. Oh, fuck me. On yourself?
Hey, Emmerich. If I die, will you raise me from death so I can have my revenge?
Harding, that would require... But with the powers of a lich...
she's joshing
Wait,
you, my guy.
can you actually do it?
Possibly. Never without permission from your mother, of course.
He actually can do it? Okay, I wasn't expecting that. That's kind of a weird spanner to throw in the works, because, like, can't you just go and resurrect Davrin then? Like, if you're actually saying that, yes, you could possibly resurrect someone now that you're a lich, then, yeah. Got a little friend called Davrin who died pretty recently. If you have that power, feel free to fucking test your theory, my guy. Like, I feel like it's weird that they just threw that in there. I feel like they shouldn't have, because now I'm like, why didn't you? Okay, wait, that is actually the way to go, so what's down here then? It's a chest. Hooray! Finally, we've got the gold. Wait, did that just go up 2 tiers? Wasn't that blue? Am I crazy, or was that blue? It went from blue to legendary? I could have sworn it was not purple, but maybe I just didn't look at it hard enough. Oh.
The throne room. Knowing Elgar'nan, we'll find him there.
Rook!
You made it.
The Blight. Elgar'nan's using the Magisters to control it. Just like he used me. They're using it against Solas. We have to help or he won't last.
How do you know?
I can hear it. I can feel what it wants.
Yeesh.
The Blight.
Get to the throne room. I know how to help Solas.
Nev, man, you're scaring me. Nev, you are scaring me, girl. Oh, why didn't I pick Balara? No offense, Balara, but I would not be anywhere near as on edge right now if it was you that was getting fucked. Nev is Bay. I'm very worried for her longevity right now.
Throne room's just ahead. Everybody ready?
Absolutely.
Let's finish this.
Throne room's just ahead, eh? We're there. We're at the end. Well, alright. God damn. God damn, dude. Okay. Not seeing any other letters to pick up or anything. This is actually it. Man. You really feel the weight of this moment, like... As I said earlier, it's like, it's not just this game. It's Origins. It's DA2. It's DA Inquisition. And then all of Veilguard. All coming together to this finale. So many hours of my life spent in this world, learning this lore, getting to know these characters.
Solas.
Come on, Nev. It's time for you to come through. Okay. We like that.
I've got this. Go!
Oh, Elgar'nan.
Such arrogance, thinking you can hide from your creator. And I am this world's creator.
I mean, that's just cope. No, you're not, motherfucker. You're not the maker. Elgar'nan's into hentai. Not looking so hot there, buddy.
Every pointed spire and warding enchantment in this city is a child's unwitting imitation of the empire I built. I would have restored the glory. Your lives are too brief to remember.
I saw Demeter's Crossing and Weishaupt and everywhere else you've left your mark. I didn't see any glory.
True.
All I saw was a tyrant destroying everything he touches.
You mistake discipline for cruelty, a failing among those who lack a master's gentle guidance. We only destroyed because you resisted. In the new empire, every child would have blossomed under my protection. And Elgar'nan, my brilliant sister, would have forged the blight into a tool of beauty. But she is dead. And all we have is this. Because of you.
Okay, here we go. Elgar'nan, mate. Your time has come.
Nothing. This entire world is my domain.
What are you doing? I want to know what his attacks are before I start deleting his fucking health. Oh, he can clone the shit out of himself, eh? Okay, that's cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Okay, get out of there.
Nothing you do matters.
Man, bro is going insane with it.
While my dragon thrall lives, I am invulnerable. Yet still you
Right, yeah, we haven't actually killed Dragon Bro yet, huh? So we're kind of fucked here. Lol. 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 This is actually kind of lolling on me right now. Alright, phase 2.
The Dreadwolf cannot save you. He cannot even save himself. Now you understand that none may stand against me. Those who try stand alone.
Oh, bro is glowing blue now.
I am the Lord of the day and the night. Yield to me and I will show you mercy.
Oh my god, okay.
Look at you. Your failures.
Oh!
You failed to save the wardens at Weishaupt. You fled in terror at Arlathan.
And then we killed Gillenane.
You have nothing. No army, no dragon, no thralls.
I've got a team, and that's all I need.
I have bound the souls of dragons. I have slain titans and broken the will of gods.
You haven't broken me.
You will kneel.
Okay, I wasn't attacking because I wanted to hear the whole thing, but I guess you couldn't hurt him or something? Come on, Nev. Come on, Nev. Nev, it's all on you now.
Now, you did as well as anyone could have, but you cannot deny the truth.
Nev. You got this. What the fuck is she doing? Hot?
Let them go. I gave you this power, girl.
This is my city!
Come on, Nev.
You will not.
Not gonna lie, the gods kind of are dumb for
mortal
keeping the
Elgar'nan.
Archdragons around, right?
Enjoy it while it lasts.
They should just send them far, far away where we can't reach them. Send them to another continent, and then they're immortal. And the key to their immortality can't be stopped, you know? Should have thought of that one, Elgar'nan, mate. Oh god, he's glowing red now. Okay. We got any lines for me to listen to before I fuck your day right up, big man? No lines. Well, okay then.
Your recalcitrance has doomed every pathetic creature in existence.
Okay.
I will see the last glimmer of defiance from this wretched world. And from the ashes shall rise a blighted empire bound to me alone.
Open scene.
There is no light save my glory, no refuge save my shadow, no desire save my perfected
Whoops.
intention.
Shouldn't have tried to dodge through that, but it's okay because he's pretty much dead.
Creator and destroyer, I am will made manifest. I am Elgar'nan.
You are dead, mate. Sleep tight. Okie dokie.
It is done.
Solas.
The world owes you a debt, both for defeating Elgar'nan and for bringing down the Veil. I am sorry for this final betrayal, but I will do what I can to minimize the damage. When you see the old world restored, please, Rook. I do not wish to fight against you.
Oh man, this is it. This is it. That was a sick fucking dive. Not gonna lie. Also, that boss fight against Elgar'nan, obviously, you know, easy mode, fucking doesn't quite show it off to its full capability. But just looking at those attacks, that was so much more of an interesting boss fight than like literally any other boss fight in this entire game. He had some really cool moves and like locking you in with the columns of fire into like a small rectangle and then firing all the fireballs at you and just various combos he was doing and like filling up the room with AoEs for you to constantly dodge. Like there was a lot going on in that fight that made it really cool. And it's like, where was that creativity in any other boss fight in the game? Because like part of the reason I turned it down was just I wasn't enjoying the combat at all. But the other part of the reason was it just felt like so damage spongy and like, you know, every boss fight seemed to be just like, let's summon a bunch of ads and then also he has 15 million health and it's, I don't know, like none of them were anywhere near as cool as that. That was a very cool fight. I do wish he'd said something when he died though, like we fucking sliced him up and then he just like looked at his hand and then poofed. And I was like, I could have gone for a final line there, something like that, you know? I could have gone for him laughing at us because he realizes that Solas is about to fuck us anyway or something, like, you know, just something as he died, but hey. So, the two options that everybody gets, I guess. Let's try this your way, trick Solas with the fake dagger, or but I want to fight you. Fight Solas and bind him to the Veil. Very cool. I'd love to fucking watch. I can't wait to look up and see Solas's fucking face. The god of lies and deception and trickery. When he realizes that he has been tricked. That would be peak. However, we are of course not doing that. Use Mythal's essence and convince Solas to stop. You don't have to do this.
I don't want to fight you either. But I don't want to see the world go through even more pain on top of what Elgar'nan has done. Do you?
This world is broken, Rook, because of my mistakes.
I wonder if these matter. Can you fail here? even using Mythal's essence and everything, could I choose the wrong thing here and fuck it up? And get a bad ending? You're trapped in regret.
This is why you had to use me to escape the prison. It's made from regrets, and you're trapped in yours.
You cannot understand the...
Destroying everything won't erase your mistakes. You have a chance right now to save the world. Bind yourself to the veil and stop it from falling.
We're just handing that over without actually using the essence of Mythal? I thought the whole point of this option was we were using the essence of Mythal that we have from the whole side quest. But we just, like, asked him nicely and then handed it over?
I cannot. To stop now would dishonor those I have wronged to come this far.
Even if those you wronged asked you to stop?
Hello, Inquisitor.
Venan.
You think you've gone too far to come back?
But you're wrong. I am here, walking the Denan with you.
I lied. I betrayed you.
I forgive you. All you have to do is stop.
Irabolas, Venan. But I cannot. Long before we met, I failed my oldest friend. She died for that failure.
Here we are. Mythal.
If I leave the veil in place, I am destroying the world she wanted. And I will have... She will have died for nothing.
And whose fault is that, Dreadwolf?
Morrigan.
One appellation among many, I wear. I have been advisor to Orlais, Witch of the Wilds, daughter of Flemeth, and once, long ago, an old friend.
Mythal lives on in her, and in this.
Mythal.
I pulled you from the Fade you loved and sent you into war. I used your wisdom as a weapon, and it broke you.
The things that I have done
are not for you alone to bear, my friend. The many wrongs we did together. I release you from my service.
Banal Nadas, Arlathma, Venan.
My life force now sustains the veil. With every breath I take, I will protect the innocent from my past failures. The Titan's dreams are mad from their imprisonment. I cannot kill the Blight, but I can help to soothe its anger. I will go and seek atonement.
But you do not have to go alone.
Arkelas Virbanal.
Tel banal arama, vir shiral malasa, belanaris.
Thank you, Rook.
God, don't mind me, just fucking tears streaming down my face. Jesus fuck. What a scene. What an incredible scene. With the music from Inquisition and everything. Why did they not bring back the Inquisition music guy, man? Inquisition music hit so hard. They were like, you know what we need? We need to not have the hard-hitting music. Oh my god, Never's fine. Never's okay. Oh! The red eyes are gone! She's actually okay? She's like full okay? Man, that fucking final scene with Solas. That was peak. That was so peak. That was perfect end to his journey. And the Inquisitor went with him.
With Elgar'nan and Gillenane dead, and the Inquisitor finally reunited with her true love, it looked like one of the biggest stories this world had ever seen was finally drawing to a close.
It is.
The story of the Veilguard, a team of heroes who stood strong against evil, no matter the cost.
Whatever it took.
Whatever it takes.
Hey, like I'm a fucking psychic up in here.
But whenever one story ends, another begins.
Like the story of the Grey Wardens, clearing the remains of the Blight so that the flowers can grow again.
Or the story of Arcandorian Parvus, dragging Tevinter into a new era with bold and forceful measures.
Well in, Dorian. You have my support.
Or the story of a caretaker, standing watch for new heroes.
For the Antivan Crows, it would be a story of bringing a traitor to justice and reclaiming Treviso from the Blight.
Among the Veil Jumpers, the fall of the last elven gods meant Arlethan was reborn.
At their heart, stories are about change.
A man exploring worlds beyond mortal existence.
A woman making Docktown a little better for the people who live there.
An assassin driving out the darkness in his city and himself.
A student of history, helping the elves regain what they lost.
A dragon hunter forging a new life for themselves.
Or the Griffins, finding a new home in Arlethan, protecting a world that once thought them lost for good.
Or the Dwarven people, rediscovering their lost magic and their connection to the stone.
There are stories of love.
But those stories aren't over. And we will always be grateful to those whose stories brought us where we are today. And those whose stories will live on with us forever.
Oh, Varric. Varric, my man. There we go. There we fucking go. Man. People were not lying when they said that the final act was peak, huh? Those final, like, what, like 4 hours or something? Some of the best shit ever in Dragon Age, like, that was so good. That was so good. Does it make up for shortcomings in other areas throughout the game? No, obviously, like, not, like, those are still, there are still a lot of issues the game has, but it ended on the strongest note fucking possible, I feel. Which is what needed to happen, you know? It needed that strong fucking conclusion. And it absolutely did deliver on that. And yep, not a single person said the word Veilguard. Not a single person said that they were... We are the Veilguard. What the fuck was that? What was that? What did I just see there? Oh, we have another cutscene.
Here we are.
Hey.
You came back.
I had help. Rook, You've got me at a loss. I don't know where to start.
I mean, this sounds a bit chipper for the situation. And this is just, it's not my fault this happened. So, let's go with I'm lost without you.
I thought I'd lost you. I thought you...
It didn't stick.
Nev.
Aww.
Just kiss me so I know it's real.
My pleasure. Hello? Boo! Boo! Hey, we deserve a reward for killing God, you know? There it is. There it is! Is there anything else? Let's not get copyright struck. Oh, there is something.
The storm quelled. The sun dimmed.
Is this the voice?
Defamed.
Is this the voice from the weird thing that I forgot about until now?
We have balanced.
That never came back?
Guided.
Is that Loghain?
Whispered.
That's the fucking idol. That's Varric's brother.
Soon.
That's Corypheus.
Fruit ripens.
Yeah, that's the picture from the thing.
We come.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean? The Veilguard remains vigilant. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? showing us a bunch of things from past games, like Loghain, like the fucking Idol in DA2, Corypheus, and then showing like these hooded figures next to them. And they're speaking as though like, and the pictures they're showing, are they saying they're like orchestrating events? Because motherfucker, that ain't true. Oh no, I don't know how I feel about that. Man. I might just ignore that and hope that they don't follow up on it, but I guess they're saying this is where the franchise is going next. I mean, it kind of makes sense. We found those weird 3 things across the game, and then I was waiting for follow-up on that for a while, and it never came, and then I just completely forgot about it, but if it's because they're setting it up for Dragon Age 5, then I guess I see what they're doing, but let me tell ya, nobody fucking likes when you have a whole series of stuff that happens, and then way down the line, you have some other motherfucker come in and say, oh yeah, by the way, this was all me. I organized all this. Yep, that's me. Yep, Nobody likes it when that happens. Have you heard of the fucking jailer in World of Warcraft? Have you heard of Shadowlands in World of Warcraft? You know what sucked? That jailer came in and went, oh yeah, I've fucking planned all of this and orchestrated everything since Warcraft 3. And everyone went, no you didn't, fuck off. We don't like you. Because that's a shit fucking plot. So, even like Phil, like fucking Blofeld in whichever Bond it was, one of the recent ones. He was like, by the way, I have orchestrated all of your pain since Casino Royale. Ha ha ha. And it's just like, no, fuck off. You didn't. This is clearly just some bullshit that you're coming up with to try and be like, this threat is more powerful than any previous threat because they were in charge of all the previous threats. It never works. It's never good. Please, 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 Veilguard devs, do not go down that path. It seems like that's what they were strongly implying there. That these guys, yes, we were in control the whole time. No, they weren't. Everyone knows they weren't. Nobody's gonna like it. The same way that nobody fucking likes it in any of the other situations that plot has been attempted. Sack it off, you know? Bin it. Straight into the sea with it. Let's forget it ever happened. And now let's move on from talking about that, because I really don't like that. But anyway, the actual meat of that ending, the last 4 hours, aside from the post-credit scene, perfection. Actual perfection. It was so good. Fucking loads of important choices. Like, meaningful choices that got people killed. I'm sure more people could have died if I'd done less, if I hadn't got everyone to 3 stars, if I hadn't done all their companion missions. I'm sure it would have been a fucking massacre. I'm curious how bad it could have gone. Can you go full Mass Effect 2 with it, and every companion and yourself can die? Like, how far does it let you go in that direction, I wonder? I will certainly be looking up some alternate scenes once I am done here, because I'm very curious. I'm very, very curious. And man, I was on edge the entire ending because of fucking the Nev choice. Hey, do you want Nev or Balara to open this door? Oh, you know, it's fine. Nev, I trust Nev, I'll do it. And that one choice had me on the edge of my seat for the next 4 hours on whether she'd actually survive. Motherfucker. Because, like, much though I like Balara, she's not Nev, you know? Oh, man. And that Solas ending, perfect. I do want to see how the other ones go, but, man, I cried my eyes out. when Mythal was talking to him, and he's, like, just crying in her arms almost, and, like, oh, man. It was a very satisfying conclusion. It was an incredibly satisfying conclusion. Do I talk about problems with the game? I kind of don't want to bum myself out thinking about what could have been. Because what could have been is not necessarily better, right? Like, this game has had 3 iterations. It had the first iteration where it was a much smaller, much more story-focused thing. And then the live service era happened, and EA went, no, you know what we'll do? We'll do Dragon Age live service. And that was in development for a long while. And if Anthem had done well, then that would have been what we got. we would have got fucking live service Veilguard. And it would have been absolutely terrible, I can tell you that for free. Because they wouldn't have been able to fucking close the story off. Like, not in any satisfying way, because they need to keep it going immediately. We need the next content update coming in, like, 3 months. The story must continue. Always. So they would have not, they would have nowhere near come to as satisfying a conclusion as this. It would have been awful. It would have been genuinely terrible. And that is one of the timelines we could have got. We are actually incredibly fucking lucky that we live in the timeline where Anthem bombed and EA was like, you know what, let's be sensible and change course. And then we got this. And obviously, it's far from perfect. A lot of issues. I hated the combat. I was salty as fuck for like the first third of this LP. Because I was just hating the combat and it was just frustrating me to the point of being unable to enjoy like story bits and stuff. When I got rid of the combat from the game, just delete that shit, story mode, thank you very much. I enjoyed it so much more. Really did. It was a huge change and one I wish I'd made earlier, but hey ho. What can you do? I made it when I made it, and I enjoyed... I don't think there was any salt from that point on. I don't think there was anything I was, like, mad about. Whereas there was plenty before that, so yeah. I'm glad I made that change. Wish I'd made it earlier, but hey ho. Yeah, I just didn't vibe with this combat system at all. It felt like... I said it before, but... It felt like they were trying to find a middle ground between the super action-heavy DA2 and the more methodical DAI, and it was just the bastard child of them both, with just not working as well as either. It was just like, what if we took these two like fairly good combat systems and just made a worse version of both, with like the benefits of neither and the fucking drawbacks of both of them. It's, I don't know. I didn't like that at all. But yeah, the tone of the game definitely way more happier than previous games overall. There were dark as fuck moments, like Demeter's Crossing early on, dark as fuck. Like some of the stuff with Elgar'nan and shit, companions dying, dark as fuck. But it's definitely like overall, it was a lighter tone. There's issues with like you couldn't really. No, your team didn't disagree at all. Your team was always, like, pretty much on the same page, apart from very briefly with, like, Davrin and Lucanus, like, very briefly had issues, but that was, like, one cutscene later they were fine. And you can't ever really disagree with your team. Like, there's some scenes, like, Tash with their mum and telling their mum about them being non-binary and stuff. And, like, Tash really did just kind of explode out of nowhere at their mum, and I wanted to be like, nah, man, your mum's just, you know... She doesn't understand, right? She's trying to figure out what, you know, she's not used to it. But there was no way to, like, really push back on that. Like, in a really, like, big way or anything. Or even at all. I'm trying to remember if you could even say anything at all, or whether you just had to back Tash up. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah. It's just instances like that, where you couldn't really disagree with your team at all. So that's unfortunate. Character-wise, though, I do think they did very good. There were some really good character arcs in there. Emmerich, really high up my list. Tash, really high up my list. I just feel like I've got a sneeze coming. Maybe not. Ugh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, there's some really great character arcs in there. There was some solid writing spotted throughout the game. Definitely can't claim the whole thing was solid writing, but there were some really good parts in there. I wish it had been more cohesive. I wish it had had more time in the oven, because obviously I still have not forgiven the fact that none of your choices from any of the previous games matter, aside from a couple that barely matter, aside from the very end, right? It is pretty unforgivable that in a series like this, they just suddenly went, actually, fuck all your choices. You know? Who needs them? It's like, well... I need him, you know, it doesn't feel like my world. When you've got, like, you're talking about Leliana, you can't mention she's the Divine, because the game just doesn't know she's the Divine. Or Isabella's here, and she's chatting like, oh yes, I learned all about friendship and trust in Kirkwall. It's like, yeah, but some people, Isabella did not learn about friendship and trust in Kirkwall. Some people, Isabella fucked off, right? Like, there's just shit like that. I don't know why they did it. Lords of Fortune? Why were the Lords of Fortune an origin? You got completely fucked if you chose Lords of Fortune as an origin, because they did nothing. They served zero purpose. Like, what? Well, I don't know. It's very weird. And Isabella, just like, why was Bro there? Like, I like Isabella, but it just felt like a kind of cheap cameo, and it didn't even make sense for some people. I don't know. So there's a whole bunch of issues. A whole bunch of issues for sure. What would I give it overall? Where would I rank it in the DA pantheon? It's hard because, like, story-wise, some are better than others, but then gameplay-wise, some are better than others. Like, Dragon Age Origins, story-wise, peak. Story-wise, really, really good. Gameplay-wise, I fucking hate Origins combat. But I also hate Veilguard combat. But, I don't know. It's hard. I'd probably give Veilguard, I don't know if this is a little generous, but I'd probably give it overall a 7 out of 10. I do really enjoy a lot of the companion quest lines. I did really enjoy all the Solas stuff, but Solas needed to be in it more. There's a lot of drawbacks. I feel like a 7 is fairly fair for me. I did have to remove combat from the game to give it a 7. So, I don't know. If, like, I wouldn't be giving it a 7 if I'd left combat the way it was all the way to the end. But, yeah, you know. From the experience I had, a 7, I think, is fair. And then in terms of where I'd rank it amongst the others, DA2 is definitely at the bottom, because that was, you know, farted out in a year. Not their fault, EA's fault, but, you know, constant repetition of areas, constant, like, samey objectives. Ooh, hiccup. You know, DA2, we all know what DA2 is. You know, we can forgive it, some of its flaws, but for me, that is the bottom one. And then it's either DAO or DA Veilguard next. It's probably Veilguard next. Yeah. I think bottom is 2, then Veilguard is 3rd, then Origins is 2nd, and for me, Inquisition is still the best one, which I know is controversial. A lot of people have Origins as the best one, and Origins story is definitely up there, but I think Origins combat sucked. A fat one. And I really enjoyed Inquisition combat. And I really enjoyed Inquisition's story. And I think Inquisition did companions better overall. And there were a lot of, like, choices that felt like they mattered. Obviously, Inquisition has its own huge drawbacks, like the fucking never-ending open worlds. The fucking hinterlands kill me. Some of the later game, like, desert nothing areas kill me. You know, lots of problems there as well. They all have their own fucking problems, right? There is no perfect DA game. Each of them have shipped with some pretty fucking catastrophic issues attached to them. So it's kind of like pick your poison. But at the same time, they each have a big amount of merit to them in their own ways. Again, they're all, like, different from each other. It is the most up and down, like, swingy series ever, I guess. It's not like Mass Effect, where I think Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 all peak, right? Like, they were all great. Loved them. Andromeda not so much, but, you know, that's a fucking different story. We'll see what they do with the next Mass Effect, but Dragon Age has always felt far more inconsistent overall, changing constantly every game so drastically. But yeah, I think that's my ranking as of now. Inquisition still the peak, then Origins, then Veilguard, and then 2 at the bottom. And yeah. I am curious to see what they do next with Dragon Age. Obviously, the next one for BioWare as a whole is Mass Effect, but then what are they going to do? Are they going to start a new IP? Or are they still reeling from Anthem? Are they not going to risk it? Are they just going to stick to their 2 big series, Mass Effect and Dragon Age, for a while? Like, where's it going to go next? And are they going to follow up on that pretty dreadful post-credit scene? We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, I guess that is where we will leave it. Let me know your thoughts about Veilguard as a whole in the comments. I am, of course, interested to hear what everyone felt about it. Did you think the ending was peak? Did the ending make up for other shortcomings? How'd you feel? How'd you feel? Let me know in the comments below. And that is where our Dragon Age journey comes to a close for the next decade, perhaps? Will I still be here in a decade? I hope so. For the next Dragon Age 5, coming 2034. Oh boy. We shall see. But thank you very much for watching, whether you've watched just the finale or all the way through. I appreciate you. Appreciate you coming out. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, if you could leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share the videos around, share the playlist around if you can. I would really appreciate that. And if you really like what I do here, there is a Patreon link in the description. Anything you could afford to send my way would be hugely helpful with the ongoing running of the channel, the buying of these new games at launch, all that jazz. I would hugely appreciate any support over there. And with that, I will see you somewhere else for something new. Thanks for watching. See you then.